The second pick will be made by the Mercedes London, and that means that the first pick of the 2022 NBA draft goes to the Orlando Magic.
What's going on, Magic fans? It is officially draft week. It is Monday morning. Incredibly excited to partner again with the Magic for this Orlando draft tour. Just sitting here before I leave thinking about who the Magic might pick and who the pick might be. I've just got a funny feeling now that it might be Paolo. He's the one that we've heard the least about, and we just haven't had a peep about Paolo out of the Orlando organization 3 days before the draft. I've been good with any of the top three this whole time. Chet, Jabari, Paolo, all three great players, all would fit great here. My preference, I'm just slightly leaning towards Jabari, but I have a funny feeling it's going to be Paolo. We'll see.
All right, so I'm here with my boy Jonathan. We're outside the lodge here. Monday night one of the Orlando draft party, sponsored by Michelob Ultra. The draft is on Thursday. How are you feeling so far? Are you getting excited? You a little bit anxious still? How are we feeling?
I'm anxious. I'm ready. I'm anxious for everything this year. I think this year's going to be a good year, but the draft is just that next stepping stone to getting to the opening night.
Misha Rodriguez, a.k.a. King Misha, Cole World on Twitter. You said you're leaning towards Paolo right now, right?
I just think Paolo, he's like 6'10", almost 6'11", with shoes on. He's like 7 feet tall.
He's jacked. Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's big. He can create his own offense. I think he's like the guy to pick.
All right, I'm here with my boy Xavier Aviles. 3 days until the draft. How are you feeling? You anxious? You excited?
I'm anxious. I mean, I'm cool with all of our three options, but, I'm kind of leaning towards Jabari. I mean, either way I chose for an offense, I'm not going to be mad, no matter who we pick. But, yeah, I'm definitely anxious to see who we pick. I still don't know, the unknown.
Right.
All right, guys, we are outside Topaz Bar and Grill where we have RJ Hampton here. I wanted to ask you a couple questions. And there's one that the other co-host of the show wanted me to ask you. He said that he saw on Instagram that as you went on vacation at the start of the offseason, I think, that you posted a picture. I believe it was your dad wearing an all-white fit. So he wanted to know, is that where you get your sense of style? Tonight you're wearing this shirt, which I could never pull off. So is that where you get it from?
I mean, I think I get it from my mom and my dad, for real. I mean, my dad he has a great sense of humor, a great sense of taste. So the all-white fit in Cabo was kind of his kind of thing to start it off. I think it was a little bit Kanye West inspired for him.
So then the question is, who has the better sense of style, you or your pops?
No, I definitely got a better sense of style than my pops, for sure. If I don't tell him what to wear sometimes, he come out looking crazy, but 9 times out of 10, he do his best.
The last thing I want to leave our listeners with, what is something that you want to say heading into the next year to Magic fans that are tuned in, that are going to be watching all those games next season, and how excited you guys are?
I mean, I think it'll be very exciting. I think we have a very young team. I think this is the year that we prove a lot wrong. I think it's the year that we get into the playoffs. I think this is the year that we make a lot of noise, in the Eastern Conference and in the league in general. I mean, I know I'm going to come with my job every single night. I know a lot of fans like me for giving 110% every night, but I think that's all our guys. And I think we just have to keep that mindset going through this summer, going through training camp, and we can't let it just be a saying. We got to go out and do it. So I'm excited for this team. I'm excited for this franchise, this city, and I can't wait to have it back to where we want to.
All right, guys, I am with Tyler here, and I just want to know, Tyler, we're only a couple days away. How are you feeling leading up to the draft night?
It's hard not to feel anything but be excited, man. #1 draft pick. Haven't had a #1 since Dwight Howard. Good things coming to the city of Orlando. I'm excited, man.
So with that being said, who is your guy, and have they been your guy the entire time?
So my guy since the beginning has been Paolo. I feel like he fits in best with what we got going on in Orlando.
All right, guys, I am here with Blake here outside of Cabo's Bar and Grill. If you're going to tell the fans leading up to the draft and on draft night, what is the one thing that you're going to tell the fans in the city of Orlando about this draft, about this team coming up?
Guys, be ready, be excited. We haven't felt this way since, we've been in the playoffs here and there, and I'm wearing the 2009 playoffs, and I still kept this shirt. It's one of my happiest moments, but we haven't felt this way in a while, and we're gonna have fun, and I'm excited, and we have a lot of future prospects, and we're going to be okay in Orlando, and I'm excited. I think we're going to make the playoffs next year in the play-in game, and we got many more things to come.
All right, guys, just got to Ollie's for stop number 3 of our pre-draft tour with the Orlando Magic, sponsored by Michelob Ultra. Really excited for tonight. We got Nick Anderson hanging out with us. It's going to be a fun night. Today, the draft news has been interesting. Lots of ups and downs when it comes to Vegas, like the odds, especially the last 24 hours, really. Jabari, his odds kind of fell and they went back up, and it's just all over the place. And then you got Paolo taking over Chet with the second best odds. So lots of confusion, lots of mystery, which I think is exactly how Jeff Weltman wants it, which makes it kind of fun. So, but here we are almost 24 hours from the draft, and really no one truly knows who we're going to take, which makes it kind of fun. So lots of fun so far, lots of fun still to come. We'll see how tomorrow shakes out.
All right, Orlando Magic fans, we're here at Ollie's, day 3 of our pre-draft tour with the Magic, sponsored by Michelob Ultra. And you know who this guy is, Orlando Magic legend, Nick Anderson, hanging out with us tonight. Nick, big day tomorrow, obviously, with the Magic, number 1 overall pick. I want to take you back to your draft, 1989, just a few years ago. What was your emotions the night before the draft? You as a player, you knew you were going to get drafted. What were your emotions like? Right now, the players that are getting ready to get drafted, what are they feeling? What are they thinking tonight?
Very nervous.
Yeah.
You go back and you think about all the hard work that you have put in, all the hours on the course, indoors, outdoors, all the AAU, the traveling ball, everything, high school. You come to this point and say, it really is about to happen. The dream is coming true again, because of all the work we put in.
Yeah, that's so crazy to think about. A lifetime, it's just coming down to this moment. When you think back on Magic history, the number 1 pick has been really kind to us. Obviously, you play with one of the guys, obviously Shaq, and then we traded number 1 pick for another one of your teammates, Penny, and then Dwight. And so obviously we have a great track record with number 1 picks and ended up being not just great players, but turning into great teams, right? And when we think about this draft, obviously the Magic want to draft the best player in Magic history, but it's interesting that here we are, we were joking, it's really been, I think, 23 years since you last wore a Magic jersey, which is kind of crazy to think about. But what I wanted to ask you was, when we talk about greatest players in Magic history and jerseys being retired and all that kind of stuff, there's still Magic fans that think when the time comes to retire jerseys, they think you should be the first one. What does it mean to you after 23 years, or whatever it's been since you last put on a Magic jersey, that you're still so beloved by this community, even after all this time and all these other players that have come through the door?
Well, that's a testament to the fans here in Orlando. It's great that they think of me in that way, that my jersey needs to be hung up in those rafters. But if you look at other guys, Shaq, Penny, Dwight, Tracy, you go on down the line. Arguably so, those guys, their jerseys can be retired also. But for the fans to think of me in that way, it's touching, and I love it that they really think that about me.
I got my guy Benji here. Benji, is one of the bros on the 6-man show, event coordinator, helps make things happen. But he's a diehard Magic fan like all of us. And so we got to know Benji. Big day tomorrow, draft night, a day we've been looking forward to for a long time. Number 1 overall pick. A lot of different opinions out there. Do you have one? Like, where are you sitting right now with the guys? Are you leaning towards anybody in particular?
I do think Paolo Banchero is the best player in this draft. I would love to see him in Orlando, but that does not mean I would not be happy to see Jabari Smith and Chet Holmgren.
All right, now we're here with my friend Kamran, longtime Magic fan. We were just talking. He's got like 50 jerseys, seen the Magic in a bunch of different buildings, which is always fun. I love doing that myself. So just like we were just talking with Benji, big day tomorrow. Lots of guys people are interested in at the top. Who are you really kind of looking at number 1 for the Magic?
So for me, I'm going to go with the safe bet. I'm going to go with Jabari. I would not be upset seeing Jaden Ivey somehow landing in a Magic uniform even. I'm really happy. I just moved here from Chicago, so how serendipitous to get the first pick right away. I put off my honeymoon by a couple days for this. I got married on Saturday.
No way!
We're leaving for our honeymoon on Friday now.
Now that is dedication right there. If you made some lame excuse as to why you're not going to be at the draft party, you have nothing to say on Kamran. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, folks, it is officially draft day, the day that feels like we've been waiting for this day for 10 years, honestly. But I would be lying if I said I was not nervous about tonight. I am so incredibly anxious. I could throw up right now. My lovely wife is driving us to Orlando because I can't go 30 seconds without looking at my phone right now. Just feels like things to change at any moment. Super excited tonight. We're going down to Harry Buffalo from 5 to 6:30, and then going over to Amway, and then we're actually recording a pod tonight at the Amway up in the O-Zone after the pick is made. So super pumped for that. Might have a special guest. I don't want to say anything about it. If this video comes out, you guys already know what we're talking about, but tonight is just going to be a crazy night regardless. This decision is going to map out the next 5 to 10 years for the Magic, and it could be the difference in an eventual championship. We're not winning a championship. So super excited, super nervous, very, very anxious, but looking forward to tonight. Let's go. All right, we're back at the scene of the draft lottery. We're out here, Harry Buffalo, the night of the draft. It's June 23rd. We've got 2.5 hours. Natty World Peace, you never know what you're going to get in the interview. How are we feeling right now? I asked you this last year. You were nervous, we were anxious. How are we feeling today?
I feel amazing. I'm relaxed. I feel good. Regardless of what we do, top 3, we're number 1. So we got, from here on out, we got the decision to make. We decide the draft.
We're here with my buddy Steve, and we saw him in the Pat Garrity jersey. We're like, we got to talk to that guy. If you could say anything to whoever the guy is going to be tonight, the number 1 pick, what would you want him to know about the Magic, the fan base, and the city of Orlando?
I think we're only getting better. Orlando, I mean, we're kind of a family city. We all kind of stick together. I think we're only going to get better too. So, I mean, I think you'll love Orlando.
All right, I'm here with my boy Josiel. What would you say, to the number 1 overall pick coming to Orlando? What can they expect here?
We're a very good city. We're be ready to work. We got a great group of guys, and I think they're just going to be able to fit in just perfectly.
All right, so we're here with our boy Armin. Armin is a patron of ours, patreon.com/the Six Man Show, by the way. This kid flew down from Virginia. What in you said I have to be there?
This is the first time in a while that we've had the first pick. This is probably the most excited I've felt as a fan in a very long time. So just got to be here to witness history, honestly, tonight. So.
The first pick in the 2022 NBA draft goes to the Orlando Magic.
The Orlando Magic select
Man, get ready. I'm coming, and we're gonna win. We're gonna put it together, man.
I ain't gonna make any promises, but you're gonna get 110% from me. I'm sure the rest of the team is gonna give the same, and just from talking to the front office and the coaches, they all have the same mindset. So it's gonna be exciting.
Go Magic.
Go Magic.
Go Magic. Yes, sir. Go Magic, baby.
Go Magic.
Go Magic.
Go Magic.
Go Magic. Thank you.
Go Magic.
Let's go Magic, of course.
Go Magic, right, Blake? Go Magic. We're gonna have some fun this year, boys. Let's go.
Red